Gaza is once again in shock. No, not because of an airstrike, not because of a rocket attack, but because of a man who was branded as traitor. He's now dead. His name is Yasser Abu Shabab, a very powerful figure, a controversial one, a man backed by Israel and hated by Hamas. And now he has been eliminated. You're watching Times XP. My name is Ritya 3, but you know what? This was not any high-tech assassination. Basically, no drones here, no missiles, no special forces raid. Instead, reports suggest something far more chaotic. A tribal clash, a family dispute, and a hostage situation that spiraled out of control. In the middle of this, Yasser Abu Shabab was killed, just like that. For Hamas, this was a moment of celebration. They did not mourn him. They called him a traitor, a collaborator, a man working against Gaza, they said. Well, his death, it was presented as a victory, a warning, a message. But who really was this Yasser Abu Shabab? He was not just any local leader. He headed a militia known as the Popular Forces. That's right, a group linked to Israel, a group created to challenge Hamas from within Gaza. Even after the October ceasefire, his fighters, they continued their operations, trying to weaken Hamas's grip on the streets. And this made him very powerful and extremely dangerous too, and that too to the wrong people. Now here's where the story turns darker. Some members of his group, they were accused of looting humanitarian aid, interfering with food distributions, causing chaos instead of helping the civilians here. Now this created anger, not just from Hamas, but from the ordinary Palestinians as well. All of a sudden, his own neighborhood turned against him, and that's when everything exploded. Well, his death now raises serious questions. If even an Israel-backed figure is not safe in Gaza, what chance do the others have? Experts are saying that this could be a serious setback for Israel's strategy. Israel was trying to build alternative power centers inside Gaza. Now, Yasser Abu Shabab, he was the key figure of that particular plan. And now that figure is gone. The impact is bigger than one man here. His killing, it sends a brutal signal. Any group that stands against Hamas in Gaza will be hunted, isolated, and eventually destroyed. This will scare others. This will weaken rival militia. It will strengthen Hamas's control. So, what are we really witnessing here? Not just an assassination, not just a tribal fight, not just internal chaos. This is a power struggle, a fight for control of Gaza's future. A shadow war that nobody is talking about openly. And the battlefield is not just physical this time, it is political, psychological, and extremely dangerous. So in the end, Yasser Abu Shabab is gone, but the message that he leaves behind is chilling. In today's Gaza, there are only two choices: rule or to be erased. And this conflict, it is far, far from over.